In the beginning was slightly more complicated because during the first week of this mission we had to prepare more or less for an election under the conditions of a boycott by the most important opposition party. And that means that certain legal requirements, let's say for example the period of silence, because the opposition party had announced that they would have an active boycott. I mean, this has been solved by this understanding. And now this is an election that is being conducted under normal conditions. There are, of course, some of the old problems, and we will have to observe them, but I will not pronounce myself right now on the political situation in this country. It's not even our mandate, because we have only to see whether the elections are conducted in such a way that they correspond to the OSCE and other international commitments and the Macedonian legislation. I mean, some have been taken up and have been brought into the electoral court, some have not. And there are some examples where we would certainly insist or repeat this recommendation. As for example, in the electoral code, one article which I think is 35 number something, which says that the SEC, the Central Election Commission, the State Election Commission, only looks into a complaint about a certain polling station if there are two complaints from the same polling station, which is something that is not in line with what we understand by OSCE commitments. One complaint should be enough. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is of course one of the main points which we have to observe. And in how far this will happen or not happen, I can't predict. In our talks with politicians, we of course ask about the situation. And we try to find out how things have developed, and in the report we will then say what we have been able to see. The problem very often is that we must not just reproduce rumors. We have to have evidence. And to get that is not so easy. I mean, this is indeed the problem that an observation mission has. Of course, we have a lot of experience, and I have myself observed elections in many countries. So we are not blind. But it is correct that we have to look carefully.